Am I live? Let me know. I'm waiting for the messages to come through. Hi Gretchen, hi Kaylin, hi Kayla, Juliana, ex Queen, Hell's ex Queen, hi, Veronica B, hi, nice to see you all. Hi B, hi. Oh, it's getting faster. Hello, Skaronsky. I don't know if that's your surname or your first name, but I'm going to look at your art. Again, Luma, hello, Miranda, Sarah, Bucky, Jessica Rabbit. Sound check, you're the best. You are the best. I'm actually, I don't know how everybody else is doing. I've had such an emotional morning. I've been watching the footage of Ruth Bader Ginsburg's uh, the ceremonial stuff about her lying in state, and I want to talk about it a little bit, uh, and a little bit about just how amazing her service has been. And there are so many good people, aren't there? There just are. There are so many good people. Her being one of the most prominent ones, and Liz, just when you sent me that little message, you're one of them. So thank you. Whew, whew. I first of all, I'm going to ask you. You can answer me here. Uh, is it glitchy? Is it okay? Hi. First of all, how were you all on the last day of filming that Jared and Jensen were, that it was 2 Thursdays ago, was it? How did you all do? Because again, I was in bits. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the ending of it all and show you some of the stuff that I have from the show. That's the kind of mysterious element of it. Originally, I was kind of going to do something because people keep asking about clothes and makeup and stuff, and I was kind of like, that might be fun. And I do have my closet ready with some of my sparkly gowns, and I do have all my boxes of makeup here. But then with the show ending and how emotional I was that day, and I thought you might be the same, I decided to do a little bit of a retrospective. But I'm going to listen to what you say in this chat, and I'm going to follow your lead and maybe cover all the bases. Okay, so the first thing to say, yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about RBG. As you see, I'm wearing my RBG top. I wore it to a convention. Maybe somebody can tell me which convention I wore it to. And what I'm going to do today as well, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to manage it, but I'm pretty sure I can, is I'm going to give spontaneous presents and gifts. And so what I might do is if I see your name and something in particular or a particularly good question, I'm going to let you know what it is I'm going to give you, and you have to write it down um, in your with your email information so that I can find it all when the show is done. But I've got my little desk set up here in my bedroom. Yeah, first of all, welcome to my bedroom. I've never done a stage it from here before, might never again. But I'm going to write everything down. I've made up a little desk here with everything around me, and it's a bit of a death trap, I have to say. I can't get in or out my bed because I've got so many things to show you all around me. So, first one was the RBG, and if somebody can correctly, Barcon, Bridget, uh, and Tori, you both got that one right. I'm going to keep a tally. Okay, that's Bridget and Tori. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to send you, but I'm going to. This is the spirit of today's. We're going to go with the flow, and it's all a bit mysterious, but something will eventually arrive for you or to you. Also, to say before I don't forget, I can't quite reach them. Excuse me, you might have to see my pajama bottoms. Oh, oh, I have. Okay, I have a couple of new sets of cards. One is the Uncommon Tarot from Teresa Reid and Shaheen Miro. Teresa's really good to me and to everybody, really. Gives lots of stuff for free. And I've got this amazing new tarot deck that I've not done any readings from Melinda Lee Home, who's also somebody I follow on Instagram who's amazing. They're not paying me to do this or anything like that. I'm just giving other powerful witches a shout out. And what I'm going to do is, for people who do spend over the 121, I'm going to do a little card reading on these new cards for you and email you the card reading. I can't promise how quickly I'm going to do it, but it will happen in the next few weeks. So just to say that that is definitely one of the prizes. And here's my little black box of magic. It's going to go over here. So I don't know if any of you can see this behind me, if I'm going the right way. And I'm going this way. Here's one of the first things I wanted to show you. This has just arrived from Canada. This was my seat back for 6 years. And I think what you can do is, like, if you take it home at the end of every season, I think they give you a new one, but I didn't know that, so I just left it. So I could have had 6 probably. Instead, I have the one. Isn't it so cool? I didn't know this. It's a thing that they do in TV shows in America. I don't know if it happens in the UK. And here's the back of the seat. And it's not just me that's sat on this or sat against this. But anyway, I emailed Jim Michaels, and he kindly posted it all the way from Vancouver so that I could have it here and show you today. So I'm just going to keep my seat back behind me as my seat back. It can stay over there. So yeah, okay. I will check out that deck. Okay. So who has been watching the footage of RBG's lying in state this morning? Because there is a point to me asking this. Yeah, it's good that I get to keep it. She's the first ever woman to lie in state in this country. Isn't that amazing? She was the first. She's been the first so many things, and this has happened in our lifetime. She's the first Jewish person to lie in state. Pelosi is the first female speaker to be able to do the address to the person lying in state. And we've got Harris. Whatever your political sides, whatever they are, it's amazing what these women have done. But also, it's 2020. It's quite late for there to be so many firsts. And I think in Supernatural, in the 15 years of Supernatural, I don't think I was the first, but I think maybe I was the second Queen of Hell. I think maybe Elena was first. But I did want to say a little bit about that because I am so grateful to the writers in Supernatural and all of you, true hero, yeah, Manuela, that really, I'm gonna name a couple of specific people that really, because of Bob Behrens and Steve Yockey and Meredith Glynn and all the previous writers and people who gave me the part in Supernatural, all the people involved, but really those 3 feminists really wanted to carry the through line through for Rowena and for me to play. And I thought it was really important. I thought it was really important for so many people watching to see this woman that I've been lucky enough to play have this through line and be given this place. And I just really wanted to give them a shout out. And that to say that I'm very polite. I'm not always the most forceful person, but in looking at somebody like Ruth Bader Ginsburg, seeing the clever way in which she managed to get equality, she would fight cases for men. And by proving their rights to equality for something that was normally given to women, she therefore got equality for women the other way. And I think there are many different ways to be assertive in this world, but I really love the way she did things. And I really love the way that, again, Bob Behrens and Steve Yockey and Meredith Glynn all definitely championed the character of Rowena and in so many ways. And honestly, I don't think I would have been in the final season in the way I was if it hadn't been for them. And Andrew Dabb and Eugenie and Brad and all the people who helped create Rowena before that. Please do give a shout out From the heart to you, please. Okay, I just did that. Rowena was the queen. Yeah, and RBG was a master at that. So, I'm going to kind of lift up my laptop. Oh yeah, so one of the prizes I did see, there is no order to this, and it's a bit of a mystery to me too. One of the things I did find from one of the last ever episodes, I have the ADR. How many of you know about ADR and love ADR? I love ADR. ADR is when you go in afterwards and fix the sound and correct the sound. And Michael, I want to give Michael a shout out. I don't know if maybe if some of you are recording this, I can take a little clip and send it to him. Michael was the head of sound on Supernatural. What an absolutely lovely man. I have a mug that he gave me. WWRD, I think it says it, what would Rowena do? Oh, I think is what it says on the mug. The kindest person, so inclusive. One of my favorite things about Supernatural was going in to do ADR with all the voice people there, and so often I would go in to do the ADR, and there'd be other actors who do the group and crowd voices and pickups and things. I like to get to know some of those people over the last few years was incredible too. So anyway, what I have is my last sheet of ADR. I think it's episode 1504, exit breaths in scene last to slow-mo into Hellmouth. I think it was my last breath before I fell into the rupture. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign this and write a little note to it to whoever wins this, and I'll see. I don't know if it's clever to post it in a frame or not. I'll see, but I will make sure it's kept in really good condition for you. The only mark in it is slightly from the little folder that I've kept it in. So yes, this will be winging its way to someone. And just to say that I have wanted to share some of this stuff with you for a while, and this is where I get into trouble with my mum because she says I keep everything. I actually have all my scripts. Oh, I've actually got all my pins as well, pins that Phil Segrisha has made, Supernatural pins as well as Sam's pin, but I have some of the pins that have been made for me. Here's my 300th pin, I think, from Phil as well. Phil Segrisha, another complete gem of a person who I've been lucky enough to get to work with and know. So kind to all of us. But anyway, I get into trouble with my mum. No, that's out of the way. That's my suitcase. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's my suitcase full of all my scripts and dailies and one-liners and everything. But today I think the one thing that I'm going to part with is my last ADR breath. Okay, it didn't freeze, I just froze there for special effect. Hope that you like some of that. Yeah, best type of hoarder. Yeah, you like this, the friendship between Sam and Rowena. Yeah, it was based on some shared experience, right, with that naughty Lucifer. Anyway, beside me, I should move on. Beside me, I have boots. Okay, so these are not actually the boots from set because I literally do not have a single thing from Rowena's wardrobe yet, but I like these so much. That I went and bought them myself, so I had my own pair. And if you can name me the episode that they appeared in, I will also write your name down. I will write your name down. Boots. I'm not seeing anybody naming the episode yet. I'm looking for the first person to name the episode. You bought some boots like that too, Mallory? Okay, I'm not seeing the episode name yet. First person to say the episode name is going to get something. something, something. Not the boots, because I can't post them because I need to still wear them because like they're really comfy. Weirdly, they're really comfy. Okay, 10. I think that was Luma. Was that Luma? Did you say that first? Miranda, various and sundry villains. Let me see. Okay, Miranda and Brittany. Okay, so make sure you've got your email addresses so that I can like at least email you something or arrange a little Skype call. Prizes are all going to be random. As I said, I'm not promising anything, but everybody whose name I write down will get something special in some way. So on my right, what I have is one of, again, I really wanted to just give really good people a shout out today. And please feel free to do clips of this and tag them so that they know that I've sent them love. I want to thank Trish and Sabrina before her, who did an amazing job with my makeup. Trish actually did my makeup the first ever day, ever. And Sabrina did my makeup a lot and kind of helped make the look of Rowena, and then Trish was in charge. I want to give a shout out to Frida and Jen and Hare and Charmaine and all those people who did an amazing job. What I have in front of me though, this is how kind the people we are that we work with. Trish, I really like the lipstick that I was given. This is a Rowena lipstick. And again, this is not the exact lipstick from set because that has to be on set and kept in case it needs used again. But Trish went and bought me one, the same one. And if I had my glasses on, I could tell you what it is. It's either MAC or Bobbi Brown. When I get my glasses, I'll tell you. She went and bought me the same one because she thought I suited it and she wanted me to have it. So Trish, God bless you. This may or may not be a prize. Depends if you want my, like, probably not hygienic during COVID. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. You're not careless dreamer. You're not invisible. I see you. Thanks, Jessica. Thanks, Caitlin. Tammy, how are you doing? Yeah, that's just something that's happened in the last couple of years, the whole reading glasses thing. They're actually in another room, so I can't probably get out of here because I am surrounded. I've got my makeup down here in case I wanted to talk about anything else. And what I have beside me in my bed are lots of things. That bag you see is a bag full of every single t-shirt that I've ever used in any campaign. Some of them I bought, some of them were given to me. There might be one of them winging their way to people. I have boxes of goodies from people like Chris Schmelke, and these are boxes of goodies from you all that I'm going to take a look at. But before I get to those boxes of things that you gave me, well, okay, I'm going to open up one of them. For example, I keep all of the coolest things. Look at this brooch. Look at this brooch that somebody gave me. I don't know if you're watching, and the lady that gave me this, I think, was I in Toronto? Toronto? Anyway, thank you so much. Hi, world. Hi from Texas. Hi, Michelle. Yes, I can, Debbie. I can say your name. Okay, so, oh, I'm getting pins and needles. So, what I had here, and there is another prize in here. I have my Comic-Con bag, which Jules, again, somebody else I wanted to give a shout out to. Jules is an amazing supporter. Super Wiki, you all know her, right? What an amazing support she's been. And this was the actual bag from Comic-Con. But the prize within it, I have to say, is probably just even cooler than that. And I wanted to tell a story about a kind person, again, another kind person I wanted to give a shout out as well, who is Misha Collins. So here is one of my Comic-Con name things, which you've probably seen in photographs and whatnot. And so this is the second prize giveaway, where I'm going to sign it and write you a note and post it to you. I would not have been on the stage at San Diego Comic Con in front of 6,000 people live, in front of like 1 million people or something worldwide. That would not have happened had it not been for Misha Collins. And we all know he's awesome, right? Um, no, you don't all know. Hold on, I'm just grabbing some water. Um, what you maybe don't know is this particular story about how good he is also to his castmates, often. And I might actually get to see him this week. So that would be fabulous if I do. But anyway, there was a bit of a prank going on. I'm not going to give you all the details, but I'm going to tell you it was involving Mark Sheppard. And Misha may have been involved fairly heavily, and I may have been involved fairly heavily, and so might Jared and Jensen and maybe Phil and a couple of other people. Anyway, part of this prank on Mark was about bigging me up a little bit. There was a little bit of hilarity around that. And one of the bright ideas Misha had was to get me on the panel at Comic-Con. And then he really thought about it, and then he thought, we should have more women on the panels at Comic-Con. And so he messaged Holly, another kind person, another amazing. I want to shout out to Holly and Suzanne Gomez, who've worked on the publicity in the show and love the show and know the show more than I do. They've been in it from the very beginning, and they're incredible women, and I'm pleased to call them my friends now. Kind of messaged Holly and kind of said, yeah, Rich and Rob know, we've worked in this bit about Ruth being on the panel. And Holly was like, okay, she's head of publicity at Warner Brothers, and was like, okay. And I see this email and I'm like, oh my goodness, like basically Misha basically told Warner Brothers that I was going to be on this panel, and Rob and Rich were like, okay, we didn't know about it, but we will work it in. And Sam Smith was gracious enough to, another amazing person that I've met during the show. Sam was amazing enough to be really cool about it as well. And so because of Misha kind of like forcing me into the panel, I went and got an outfit from Crossroads, one of my favourite second-hand recycling places, and I've got it in there, and I have it. I can show you the outfit I wore at Comic-Con from the second-hand store, and was able to walk out onto that stage and get cheered by 6,000 people, and it was one of the highlights of my Nelly Puff, which means my life. So thank you all, and thank you, Misha. And as I said, this will be sent out to the second prize winner, I think. And I may or may not do Skypes and stuff as well. It's all a mystery, even to me. Hold on, I'm just going to put this back down. How are you all doing? Internet, is it okay? Oh, Kayla. You might get to meet us. I think conventions will start up again at some point next year. I know basically all my bookings have moved to next year. We just have to hope that there's ways of doing it safely. It wasn't a trick. He just kind of used his initiative, and then they went with it, and they were really happy to do it. And it was awesome. And one of the good things about Comic-Con is you get to meet everyone backstage and hang out and say hi to the producers and all the different people who work at the networks, which I really love. Speaking of which, I have a note here for Ruth. My dear supernatural champion, on behalf of an enormously grateful Warner Brothers television group, I want to thank you again for your outstanding contribution towards this landmark achievement. 300 episodes puts you amongst the greatest and most successful series in the history of television, and we are so thankful to be part of your accomplishment. With gratitude and appreciation, Peter Roth and all of your friends at Warner Brothers Television. I'm not throwing that away anytime soon. This is why I was like that last Thursday. I was a write-off. I couldn't. We had so many emails back and forth from Phil, from Eric Kripke, from Bob Singer, from all the people, and all of your outpouring online. It was insane and amazing. Yeah, I hope to come back to ParkCon in Germany. Samandriel? I don't know if that's your real name. Hi, Mallory again. Tammy, how are you doing? Oh, I love you too, Brazil. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, okay, yes. Okay, right. So, another person I wanted to give an amazing shout out to was Chris Schmelke, who's forever taking amazing pictures. And then, not only that, not only does he do that, he also prints them off and gives us beautiful prints like this cool kind of Reservoir Dogs backstage moment that I love. One of the original prints of it. And I may, as a third prize, send a print. That may be my third prize. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's see. I'll see whose names I get and who tips what and all that stuff. I'll just, believe me, you won't be disappointed. Okay, and so another person I wanted to shout out to was Megan. We get to meet so many people who watch the show and who are creatives around the show, out with the show, and whose creativity's been expanded by the show, which is why I wanted to speak to our Russian friend today, who's doing 30 days of drawing Rowena. I mean, that's insane. You're insane, but that's amazing. But anyway, I wanted to give out a shout out to Megan, and again, this is a print from the shoot in Victoria. Did a great job with my makeup and sticking stuff on me that took a long time to. That's like a tattoo thing that I found. It took a long time to come off. Can anyone tell me which convention I was at when we did this? Can anyone tell me? I might write your name down. Maybe I'll send you a little email or a little card reading or something. Okay, here is a bag of some photographs, some of which you may or may not have seen. This is the first picture. Again, Sabrina Makeup did this. This is one of my favourite episodes where there's a street in Vancouver in Yaletown. It's a really cool street. One of the nice kind of places you go to for dinner and whatnot. And I turned up in the morning and they had cleared the street. And Rashad, who was directing it, had a crane, which is one of the more expensive things you can have on a set. A big crane with a camera really high up. And I got to pick up my bags, VanCon, and Marie Carroll, okay. Just write your name down. And I got to walk along this drizzly, beautiful Vancouver day. I got to walk along the street holding my bags from which episode? Which episode? No, I look at organised, it's all a bit of a guddle underneath, but thank you. Which episode did I get to walk along that street? That was from that episode. And maybe it'll be a fourth prize. Maybe I'll post this. Let me see if anybody can answer. Oh, we've only got 2 minutes left. I'm going to do an encore thing, of course. Don't worry. Do not worry. Do not worry. Let me see. Your birthday is the same as mine. That's so cool. Same day as a few other people. Oh, this was early on. Oh, is it still moving? Just checking you're not glitched. That was an amazing shot. It was from season 11. Yeah, Brittany. You got it, girl. Brittany was first. Okay. Another great, amazing person that I've got to know through Supernatural. And like, Erica was one of the first people, and somebody I'm so glad to have stayed in touch with. And this was probably my first ever creation convention. Again, VanCon. And that's when the hotel toiletries thing began. Do you all remember? Do you remember the hotel toiletries thing? I think I actually have some hotel toiletries here because you all give me them now. You all give me them when I see you. I'm going to pull another picture at random and see what comes out. Oh, look at this one. Look at this picture. Look at these. Look at these people. Look at these beauties. From my first asylum. Oh, that was my first time I met Rachel. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Pictures are so cool, right? Okay, I'm going to press, we've got 12 seconds left. Don't worry, I'm going to continue. I am going to continue. Don't worry. I'm not going to end the show. They'll let me do an encore, won't they? Okay. Encore. Yay! We've got a little encore time. Okay, is there any questions you want to ask me? As I'm just going to keep pulling things out, I think. There's, oh, look, 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 look. At this monster. This was my ginger beard that I chose to wear over my nose because that's the only way it would stay up. It kept falling down. There's supposed to be a space for your mouth here. That's how it's supposed to work. But it just kept falling down, so I just wore it over my nose. And so Richard Speight, who struggles to understand me at the best of time, he's Southern, I'm Scottish, maybe he's a bit deaf, I don't know, he's a bit older than me. He just can't understand what I'm saying half the time, not because I'm Scottish or anything. But anyway, with this over my face, it became almost impossible. And much hilarity ensued, as my friend Allegra would say. When is the first time I wore this? Can anyone answer that question? When is the first time I wore this? Let me see if anybody can answer. The beard. Oh, look! From one of my trips to Australia. Keep everything. This is why my mum gets really frustrated with me. The infamous ginger beard. Favourite convention. I loved, I'm going to say, because I know there's so many good ones. One, I'm going to answer that question. That's a good question. Looks like Jared. One of my favourite ever ones was New Orleans. Who was at New Orleans? That was awesome. It was it was partly to do with being Halloween there and everyone partying and just the mixture of people there. Need more water. And I think that was when I went dressed as Dead Rowena, which again, I have that costume. In fact, I can probably grab it. Hold on. I'm going to grab that costume when I went as Dead Rowena. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to disappear off camera for a second, but I'm going to come back holding a sparkly dress, okay? Hold on. Hold on. Stay with me. Try not to trip over everything. You can see me again. I'm here. Hold on. Hold on. Dear. Yeah, here we go. Dear. My bedroom is such a mess now. It's going to take me 3 days to tidy up. Here's the dress that I wore as Dead Rowena, which was one of my most fun things I've done at karaoke with you. Were any of you there? I'd like to answer that question. And I'd like to thank another amazing person that I know for this dress. They bought me this dress for about, I think I'm going to say maybe like £8 or something. And that's my mum, Fiona, who does an amazing job supporting me from Scotland. And the other sparkly dress that you can see over there, that was definitely bought by Fiona, the sparkly one. I don't know if you see it. That was the picture. I took a picture of that to use for the mysterious picture card for this. So big shout out to Fiona. And I hope you're all tagging all of this, because she does read all your comments on Twitter more than anybody else. So if you give out a shout to Fiona and say that I thanked her, I don't know, I might be in her good books, and that would be good. The dress is so... Yes, I can say happy birthday to Zine. I'm glad you love Rowena. I'm so glad you love Rowena. You were there. Thanks, Liz. It was real fun. Miss Fiona for the win, that's right. Do you have anything from Brazil? Yes. Okay, that's a challenge. Oh my goodness. Oh my word, what do I have from Brazil? I have these from New Zealand, from Marina Sirtis, who gave me her pants. I literally keep everything. I do have things from Brazil. It's whether I put my hand on something straight away or not. This is not a lethal weapon. This is one of my knives from one of those costumes. I do have something from Brazil. I have so many things. Let me see if I can grab... Oh, these people make me such cool things. In fact, that would make a good prize. Maybe that was from Castiel's Angels. Maybe that might be a 5th prize for the 5th highest person, the fifth highest tipper. Yeah, here, no, this was from Castiel's Angels. Thank you so much. So many of you are so kind to me and so supportive. I literally wouldn't be sitting here without you all. Okay. If they came to you for Hocus Pocus, would you? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I actually I'm pinned. People are asking me about what I'm doing next. I've currently had a couple of really nice auditions, and I'm really grateful for some nice representation that I've had. Again, going back to the RBG thing, I have not found it easy as a woman who's not young in this business to get the same representation as men I see who are at a similar level to me. That's the truth. I very rarely complain. I'm not complaining, it's been the way it's been. But right now, I have two people that I'm working with. One is Jonathan in London, the other one is Luke Dennerline in Los Angeles. And again, you can give them a shout out. Jonathan at IAG, they have a lot of diversity in that company. I'm really proud to be with them. And Luke Dennerline at Luber Rockland, we're both working really hard to get me opportunities, and I've never had such great representation before. It's taken me 40 something years to get there, but I'm super glad and I'm super optimistic about what I might do next. One thing that I am pinned for is a film, which again, it's just whether these things can get made with COVID, called, I think, Hexengeddon is what it's called. You can have a look, and obviously that would be a somewhat, similar theme in some ways, but kind of different in others. I'm really, I might never work again, but having loved what I've done in Supernatural so much, I'm really optimistic and hopeful that I do get another American or British or European or wherever, or Brazilian TV show and get to do some more work, and hopefully you might watch and stay with me on my journey. You're 44? It's a good age. Right. Oh, this is from Shirley in Scotland. So I'm still looking for something from Brazil. Oh, so many cool things. So many cool things. Oh, actual magic. Actual magic. Okay, I'm going to go into this. I'm going to bust open. Oh, this card. This. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, I didn't know this was in here. Oh! Oh, I've got pictures in here too. Ash McClintock. So many of you do such cool pictures, and I love it when you give me them. Thank you, Ash. Which convention was this? Let me see if anybody can name it, because I can't remember. Look at what this is. This is my bag. Comic-Con. Which year was this bag? Was this the first ever one? I don't know which year this was. Was this my first ever Comic-Con? Please tell me, because I've kept it. I'm not quite sure. What else? Oh, I've got pictures here from Tabby, from Kim's daughter Tabby. This is a picture of her hand. And look at this. This is from Tabby, Kim's daughter. Kim is another amazing person. So many of the cast are amazing. Kim just lives across there. We can do a zip line between our houses. And Tabby, her daughter, drew this. And what's so cool about it, I don't know if you can see it clearly, it's a bird in a hand. You know that phrase? A bird in the hand? She's literally drawn a bird in the hand. So I've kept it. So that was very clever. Tabby! What else is in here? Oh, there's birthday cards and everything there. Maybe I'll close that one down. Oh, here's my skirt. Here's my skirt. When I dressed up as, that was 2016 bag. This is my skirt when I dressed up as, fill in the blanks. I love all your answers, by the way. Oh, Jaylene, you love a gift? I'm going to send you an email at the very least, Jaylene. So make sure you've got your email address. I'm writing your name down. It's a hand turkey. A turkey hand. I don't know what that is, but is it okay to say in front of people? I don't know. I'd love to come back to Brazil. That was one of my favorite conventions. Um, oh, we've only got 10 minutes left. Um, there's a town in your state called Bird in the Hand. Yes, I would Super 16. Super 16, I will write something. I will write to, write your name down. I will write something to a veteran. I donate, that's the main place I donate to when I do clear things are. It needs to be more often than it is. I do donate to the veterans. So yes, I would be happy to write to one of those. How do you deal with missing someone? We could talk about it in the context of how we deal with missing an experience as well, or a show, or an opportunity, or anything really like that. And I think what you have to do is realize that you're missing that thing or that person because they brought something alive in you, and that's really what you're missing. And the thing that we know now is that we can get that. If you've felt that once, you can have that feeling again because it's in you. It's like the same as when you admire someone. If you admire someone, it's because that quality is somewhere in you. So the thing I think to do is when you miss someone or something is to recognize why, what it was that they brought alive inside of you, and to thank the memory, honor it, and know that that thing is within you, and you can have that. You can have it again, you can have it in a slightly different way, but that you own that they just brought it alive in you, and that connectedness, that aliveness, that love is in you. And even if you can connect it for a second, you know that you can grow it. That's my advice about that. Yeah, it's never goodbye, just farewell. Oh, Sharonsky, I'm going to look. Your name's written down too. And I said to make sure you've got all your emails, addresses, and contacts there, so that I can get all the top prizes sent out, and so that I can email all the people the card readings, and not miss anyone, and catch up with the people who have answered some questions correctly. Send them some stuff. And again, it might take me a minute. I don't go out to the shops or anything very often, and there's a postal service near me, but it might take a minute. But just know that things will get to you. Thank you, Jaylene. Beef area. Thank you so much. I'm thinking about doing Cameo, Michelle. I'm going to do a special. Thank you for asking. I'm going to do a special in October. Maybe 1 week of cameos, I think. Oh, Hollywood 5. My 1-year-old grandson keeps going by my computer looking for you. Oh, I'm right here. I'm right here. Thank you for joining me today. We've only got a few minutes left, so I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope maybe it's maybe inspired you a little bit today. I know that I was very moved today again watching the Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the respect that she was given, and to see, I think it was 8 servicemen pick up her very petite coffin, and just the respect that was given, and again that we all have that within ourselves to draw that respect and give that respect, and especially right now, with everything being so divisive, that in the show, which has Texan gunslingers as well as a huge LGBTQ community, that we can all find some common ground and talk to each other and respect each other and learn a little bit rather than shouting at each other politically, or disagreeing, or just getting wound up, that we can maybe take the time to come together and recognize that we have more things that are the same than are different. That's my little speech about that. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Kayla. Thanks, Destiel222. I'd love to do a play again. Thanks, Flavia. Hi, Maria. Thanks, Jilt. Hi, thanks, Bridget. Cherie. Did you see her trainer doing push-ups? Whose trainer doing what push-ups? I don't know much about push-ups. I used to be able to do them. Oh, and thank you also to Vivian, to Viv, who's I think watching. Thanks for thanks for joining in. I really appreciate it. And yeah, maybe we'll do this again, and maybe it'll be less mysterious next time, but maybe a bit more organized. But again, if you let me know what it is you'd like me to do, I'm happy to do it. Whether it is, I wish I could be with Trish and like do a full makeup tutorial and stuff like that. I wish I could do stuff like that, but maybe there's a way of working some things out. So keep messaging me, sending me ideas. I'm happy to do them. And thanks, Alison. Stay well too. Thanks, Aurora. RBG trainer. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah. The Ruth Bader Ginsburg documentary. I follow the creator of that on Twitter, and she's cool as hell. She is obviously to have made that documentary. But yeah, no, yeah, that puts me to shame. Actually, it makes me think I should be doing more of a workout than I am. Thanks, Marianne. I don't know how Muriel is. Is that how you say it? Mariana. Um, thanks, Christina. Hi, how are you doing? How are you doing, Christina? Um, next one, singing. Oh, oh dear. Yeah, I'd have to get somebody to accompany me, and maybe we could sing along. I don't know if that's possible with the lag. Maybe we could. Maybe we could do. Thanks, Flavia. Yeah, I do need to drink some water. Oh yeah, teach. Why don't I do? Yeah, so some of the Gaelic stuff and some of the spells. Maybe that might be fun. But yeah, I need a friend to do some of the musical stuff with. I'll see who I can persuade. Um, and everyone's working in their quarantine bod. I've developed a quarantine bod, but just got to roll with it, right? Or roly poly with it, however it goes. Hi Sabrina, thank you. Oh, thank you, SPN Rocks 2005. It must be challenging to be a teacher right now. I think a lot of parents are really appreciating how much teachers do and have been doing. So kudos to you. Something about acting, yeah, that's a good idea. Would that be interesting to people, to everybody? Um, weird but loved. That's funny. I like your name. I've got 2 minutes left. Yeah, Liz, maybe you could help me hook up with Trish on Zoom, and then I don't know how you flip it onto Twitch or StageIT. Maybe there's a way. Crystal cleansing. We could do a magical one. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I've gotten so into that from doing this show more and more. Um, yeah, I'm going to do readings. If you didn't see this, Samandria, I'm going to do readings with my two new decks. For anybody that spends these decks, for anybody that spends more than 121, I'm going to do a reading. It's fun. They're kind of fun. They're tongue in cheek. I'm not promising the things will definitely come true, but they might. Witchcraft. We'll see. We'll see. I do have a new moon intention group every now and again, so you can always join in that. I'm trying to work out a way of making that more inclusive, but still intimate enough. So you can always look at my website for the new moon group. I might do one in October. I just kind of go with the flow with that as well and see if it feels like it's wanted by everybody. So I think I've gone through my list of a lot of people that I wanted to thank. Yeah, I think so. And yeah, we're just down to 1 minute. So I'm going to stay with you. God is a woman, or they've definitely got at least 50% feminine energy. That's what I think. Which item of Rowena do you stick to the most? Huh. I'm going to say item. I'm going to say characteristic. I'm going to say I stick to her sass the most. I hope I can keep some. I have sass when I do conventions because you all give me such confidence. But if in my real life, if I could keep some of that going, that would be awesome. Okay, I've got half a minute left. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone for joining in today. So nice to see you, and look after yourselves. Lots and lots of love. Slay. Oh, I've got that shirt just there. I've got that shirt just there. So many things. So many things.